Please give her a very big hand. Come on up.
Are there any questions? I'd be happy to answer any questions for those.
Representative, are you asking for a moratorium on drilling? I mean, do you have an issue with natural gas? They keep calling it clean energy. Are you asking that they don't drill natural gas, or are you asking for a moratorium?
I think that we have to set a priority in the state of Ohio. Right now, the movement of a moratorium on the unconventional horizontal drilling needs to really slow down. And I think we do need a moratorium on that issue. But even more of an issue is that we are now going to expand this idea of oil and gas drilling on our state parks, where people enjoy and expect to go camping. And you may have your campground totally not used for the next 10 years because they found some natural gas underneath that. So I think that we need to really be reasonable about how we're going to approach drilling in Ohio, and then to expand it to do a revenue crunch right now for the state of Ohio just does not make sense to people. We don't have enough clear information, honest information. Research done by the US EPA will not even be presented until 2012. And the real report, the longer report, 2014. And in the state of New York, and in Pennsylvania and other places, they're really slowing down on what they think we should be doing as far as how we proceed. So I think that we need to actually take a look at the priorities of how we're moving forward.
Representative, everybody's talking about gas prices, and by every indication, they're only going to go up. What do we do? There's an estimate that the Utica shale would be potentially worth $600 billion. I mean, what is the solution? As those gas prices go up and everybody gets angry, and incumbents take the hit, I mean, really, between the last gas problem that we had during the Bush administration and now, nothing has really changed. So what do we do?
You're taking a look at renewable energy and really taking a look at our energy policy.
Is that ready now, though?
I don't think it is. In fact, the cost that Pennsylvanians are looking at cost to the infrastructure on the road, cost to new people and staff and training to keep up with this oil and gas drilling that's increasing. The pollution, the cleaning up, what's happening to property owners when they can no longer live on their property. These are all unintentional consequences. We know that solar energy can really compete with coal. So why aren't we working on those areas that are not as detrimental to our environment? Why aren't we putting more resources into those investments that we already know are working? We need to build that infrastructure.
And the answer to that is?
The answer to that is to invest in that infrastructure for solar and wind, and to really just buy into this new industry when it's unconventional drilling. You need to understand conventional drilling versus unconventional drilling. The US EPA has not finished their report on the hazards of the environment and the public. And we already know with the barn doors already open in Pennsylvania and in New York, and the moratoriums that are going on, Quebec, they're holding off until the US EPA. England, they're holding off until the US EPA report. They're taking a look at the approach in public policy and weighing the long-term consequences of rushing into this before we have all the information. The fact that the chemicals are not disclosed in the hydraulic fracking fluid is a concern, because those scientists cannot measure those chemicals as they're reacting to the chemicals underneath the ground that are picked up, and the particles that are picked up we know are poisonous. We know have a negative impact on our environment. That research isn't done. That's what's being done by the US EPA right now. So when you're understanding something new and unconventional, we need to proceed with caution. And to buy into the idea that we know how to do it safe, we've been doing it since 1930, 1920, that's conventional drilling. That's something we've had our arms around for a long time. We've had the process in place, we've had the permits in place. Everything that we know about it, we understand. But don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by this new unconventional gas and oil drilling. And that's what I learned. It only took me just a little while to understand that. And I listened and read a lot. I read credible reports. I asked questions to scientists who are credible. And they are really, I think, helping us in America understand we don't want to go full board into this when maybe we need to invest in solar. Solar may be more competitive, so let's not get ahead of ourselves and buy into this, what I think is a new round of, you know, fantastic salesmen who have lots of money to promote this.
Any other questions?
Some of your other people are going to speak, is
Yes,
that right?
yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Representative. We really appreciate it.